In this video, you're going to learn how to let go of fear, anxiety, worries with mindfulness meditation, with 3 simple steps that you can apply anywhere at any time, and in a snap of a finger, just let go the anxiety, fear, and worries. Ready? So let's dive into these teachings. Hami here, Simply Aware, bringing you the best tools, practices, and techniques of mindfulness and awareness meditations in order for you to have a better life, happier, calmer, and simpler life. If you want to get that, subscribe here to this channel and like this video so you can get notifications. What is fear, anxiety, and worries, how they relate to each other? So fear basically is when we feel something that is threatening us, and we don't want to do certain things because of that fear. The fear actually doesn't start as an emotion, it starts as a thought many times, and the thought is triggered by something that you see, hear, or perceive in your senses. So the fear basically is a very simple form of anxiety. When we talk about anxiety, anxiety is a much higher level of fear. Anxiety basically has some symptoms that are very clear to identify them. Anxiety just can bring you into a panic attack, into some accelerated heartbeat, a high blood pressure. You're really paralyzed, and there are things that you will never agree to do when you get into the state of anxiety. When you get into a state of anxiety also, you cannot think clear. You cannot see what's around you and what is the rational thing to do. So fear and anxiety are related to each other, but anxiety has a higher impact and specific symptoms that indicate that you have an anxiety attack. Then this impacts your life and the ability to function properly. Worries are also involved in this type of phenomenon, because when you have extensive thinking and you're doing some overthinking, many times it's negative thinking that take control, and you keep running scenarios in your mind about things that can happen, that can actually trigger the anxiety. The fear starts as a result of worries and thoughts that are imagining and running a specific scenario that can put you in risk in the future. Or sometimes you get some thoughts that arise from the past, from your memories, that bring the fear and the worries, and eventually put you in a state of anxiety. So we have a chain of actions and reactions that bring you to this state. So you see, anxiety, fear, and worries are 3 of them combined together, are related in a way that they impact each other and create a chain of action and reaction that can put you in a state that you cannot function properly. Let's use a story, for example. Simple one. You have to give a lecture somewhere, and you never been there, and you don't know the audience, you just were invited. You have the PowerPoint, but you didn't manage to finish it properly. You prepare some presentation, and you are on the way to the lecture you need to give. You start worrying about the way. I'm not sure this is the correct way. Maybe the navigation and GPS is not taking me the wrong way. You look at the clock. You're not sure if you're going to get there on time, if there's going to be traffic or not. And then if you will have time to rehearse or to just review again your PowerPoint and to get ready, You don't know anyone. You are not sure if you wanna, if you know who's going to receive you and your contact person. So you start worry about many different things, and in the end you start thinking, if I'm gonna make mistakes, or I'm gonna black out, or I'm gonna have some hard questions, you start generating an emotion of fear, and eventually this will reach an anxiety. When the anxiety arrives, you cannot think clearly. You're sweating, your heartbeat rate is high, you're just some kind of panic attack. You see, anxiety can directly impact your ability to function. And of course, in this case, you might make mistakes on your way, and you don't think clearly, so you will maybe forget some things. So that's one example. An example that many of you know could be that you went to the store, or you went to visit someone, or where you went somewhere and you forgot your wallet. Then suddenly you go to the next place, suddenly you realize you don't have your wallet with you. Then you start again some kind of anxiety attack, and you try to remember where you left your wallet, where was the last time. At this state, you can't remember anything. You don't even manage to identify the point in time where you last used your wallet. So at this point, you're actually lost. You are having an anxiety attack, and you panic, and you can't think clearly. Basically, with the mindfulness meditation and with the tools of mindfulness, you can in one moment snap out of this state and think clear, be relaxed and calm, and manage the situation properly and in a very accurate and clear way. You get clarity. So we have 3 steps that are very easy to apply at any time, anywhere. The first step is understanding that these things, anxiety, fear, worries, are impacting your life on a daily basis and are harming your ability to function and to do things clearly and in a very efficient way. So once you understand this, the picture will totally change, because you will know that this is something that you need to address. You need to do something with it. Okay, so the first step is understanding. Once you understand and admit to yourself that this is something that is causing you trouble and you need to take care of this, this is a very important step. Second step is to identify. You have to identify the moment you are experiencing anxiety, fear, worries. When you are able to identify this, you almost done 90% of the work. Why? Because when you identify, is not only identifying the situation, saying, oh, I'm having an anxiety attack, oh, it's just worries. It's a little more advanced and deep than that. You actually identify that you're having a thought, that you're having an emotion, that you're having a body sensation. You actually identify that you're not thinking clearly, that you're confused. So you have a specific thought at that time. You identify that you have a specific emotion at that time, specific body sensation. You actually see clearly that you are in this situation. Once you see that, this is the perfect time to apply the third and final step, to let go of this. And you don't have to force it. You don't have to push it. You don't have to put any effort to control it. It's like magic. How it works. Third step. Third step is to focus your attention on the specific thing you identified in the step 2. So how we do it, each person has different components in the mechanism called human being. So we have our thoughts, we have our feelings, we have our body, so we have body sensations, we have our senses, and we have another component which is called awareness. And awareness is basically knowing what is happening, being aware of what is happening at this moment. Once you have this, you can focus and shift your attention to the thing that is happening inside of you, the way you perceive or you experience this moment. So it can be a thought, so you just put your attention on the thought, if this is some worries or some overthinking of that is part of the anxiety, or it could be an emotion, so then you move and shift your attention to this emotion, and it could be a body sensation or some body symptoms, physical symptoms. And once you focus and you shift your attention to this event that is happening in this moment, you will realize that the event is actually momentarily, is just passing away very fast, is just happening now, and in the next moment disappears by itself. And you will realize that it's just each thought is very fast, each emotion just passes away, and also any body sensation. So once you focus and shift your attention to what you identified, this will pass away immediately, automatically, without you doing anything about this. All you need to do is to pay attention to this event. So the event could be a thought, a feeling, a body sensation, or one of the senses. As long as you focus your attention on one of those, you will be free and let go the anxiety, the fear and worries in one instant of a moment. And then your whole presence and body, emotions, thoughts will get balanced again, relaxed, focused, and you will be able to think clearly, to know what to do in this situation, and to proceed functioning as usual, or even better, in a very optimal and efficient way. So we have 3 steps, very simple steps. Understanding we're having the problem of anxiety, fear, and worries. The moment we have it, just we understand it. Identify it. When it happens, identify what is happening. I'm having a thought of worries. I'm having a feeling of fear or anxiety. I'm having some kind of body sensation or some physical symptom. Identify that. Once you identify, you just do the third step. Third step, focus your attention and awareness, what we call mindfulness, on the specific event. If it's a thought, if it's a feeling, if it's a body sensation or physical symptom, or one of the senses. Once you have done that, you are free of this specific anxiety that happened at that moment. And then you are free. So now you know how to apply these 3 steps in order to let go worries, anxiety, and fear. Now, if you want to have the practice of how to embed this into your life and practice the mindfulness in order to be in shape and have a fast result, so you can watch my video here. You click here and you will get the guided meditation of letting go fear, worries, and anxiety. Don't forget to subscribe this channel to get more of these videos to help you succeed, have a better life, happier, easier, simpler, more calm, relaxed. So I'll see you in the next video.